now today.
Yes, folks, and truly, this is the moment. I appreciate all of you for being here, especially on a Friday. Happy Juneteenth yesterday. And I got to say, what a powerful moment in our country. And you know who also is amazing today? My next guest. So let me give you a ring of the victory bell for bringing here the one, the only Lori Kirstein. Let me tell you all about her. So Lori is the founder of the Goodbye Girl Project. And she's the host of the Next Level Empowerment podcast. She's a speaker, actor, and emotional empowerment guide. She helps women release the limiting settings they've lived by and step into an unapologetic self-expression. Through her signature 1% solution, Lori guides clients from shame to sovereignty, one soulful step at a time. Now, what could be better than that? So without any further delay, let's welcome the one, the only, the person that walked uphill to school both ways in the snow, barefoot, Lori Kirstein.
I'm dancing over here.
How are you doing?
Keep that music going. I'm in it.
I love it. Everybody loves it, right? So how you feeling today, Lori?
I am just so freaking happy today. I'm
That's
so
awesome.
happy today.
And you got your own halo behind you too. So if you want to be happy today, click down below, go to facebook.com/StreamYard and hit accept. That way you can leave comments on the live. So let's just dive right in. So Lori, I've been looking forward to this. We just had a conversation, I think, a week ago. And then we met again on another show. And I'm like, wow, long time no see. And and so we just wanted to dive right into this and just I was curious about you. So what made you realize that nothing is truly impossible?
Okay. Thank you for that question, because it only took about 40 years. Okay.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like we go from I don't know to I'm enlightened in like a minute. So what happened for me was actually one of the invisible illnesses that people don't see, right? I had clinical depression for 40 years and anxiety. And when you're struggling with something like that, you get into a mindset of I can't.
Right.
You think I can only do what other people tell me to do, etc. And one night in 2022, it was the middle of the night, and I was going down for the third time. I was in the middle of my third nervous breakdown in my life, which is humbling. And
only three? Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like I'm out of answers. And and that was when I had this massive breakthrough, not of like, oh, now I feel great, but I'm going to try this thing. And I used my emotional body instead of as a place to be really struggling and suffering, but to use it as a jumping off point to feel just 1% better. And when after 10 minutes, I had done this, and this requires that you be extremely humble, that you don't pretend to yourself. Like if you're living under a bridge, you can't go, I've got $1 million. I've got $1 million. You've got to go by 1%. That is a true, slightly better feeling. And in 10 minutes, I realized I no longer needed to go to the hospital, to be quite honest. And then in 5 days, I realized I was healed. And I went, what just happened? And spent the next 3 years putting that together in the work.
Got to figure it out, huh? Wow, that's incredible. And I know a lot of people go through transformations, but none quite so rapid as that. It took me 7 years to find my voice and to become the best version of me who I am now. And I always tell people, I'm like a fine wine. I'm just getting better, and truly that's how it feels once you start personal development and you start to learn about all the different things and your true potential. So in parallel with that, why is it that women that you are focused on, when it's all humans who are trying to walk out of the shoulds and into authenticity?
The one group that we don't currently have a real active understanding of us being under the gun is women. We are all very aware now of needing to support people of color, to support undocumented immigrants, all immigrants actually right now, and LGBTQIA. But we don't understand that the so-called reality that we live in, like fish live in water, is this entire tapestry of sexualizing women, abusing women, talking badly about there's so many things, the ways that we talk, the ways that we act. And what we women do is we internalize the terrorist, is what I call it. And so we hold ourselves to a standard that isn't even ours. And then we go, well, it must be my issues. It's not your issues. It's your programming. And you can change programming.
For sure. And it's never too late. You know, the Colonel Sanders, the guy who founded KFC, he was over 50, divorced, accused of murder, and about to go to jail. Yeah, something like that. Like apparently there was something involving some guy and cheating and a gun, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe when I was reading the story about that. Yeah, he almost went to jail forever, and instead he got out. He didn't know what to do. His wife had left him. He had no money, so he just made his chicken, went door to door saying, hey, do you like my chicken? Is this something that you would pay for in a restaurant? And guess what? People liked it. And, I think like 17 or 18 years later, he sold it for $13 million, and now it's worth way more than that. So he made his fortune, and he moved on and lived a happy life well after his 50s. So, there is no time limit on when you can make a choice, right?
There is no time limit. But I also want to point out that what he did was he took a feminine step. I'm not talking a female. I'm talking feminine. And the feminine step is, for all of us, women and men, is one step at a time. Not the toxic masculine that we've been living in of you have to be at the goal, you have to make a big step. No. It's one step at a time. And it's small. It's going from where you are and who you are.
Yeah. It's that 1% a day. That's all you need.
It's that 1%
is actually fast. People don't realize that. They think, oh, it's so small, I don't see the changes. Actually, 1% a day is fast. In 100 days, that's you've changed your life a lot, significantly, and that's the thing. So what would you say that what was it that really pulled you through all the difficulties and challenges in your life? Because you go through a phase where you're homeless, you have mental illness, you lost your mother at age 21. Now, I just lost my mother. We were just talking about this. I just lost my mother 2 months ago. So I know. And the past year has been rough. I've been taken to the hospital, spending 8 to 10 hour days, taking care of my dad. It's a lot, emotionally, physically, just draining.
It's a ton.
And I always just look forward to those times when I can go to the choir and sing and take a break from that. Or I went on a cruise. I got hired to do a keynote speaking. And so, it was a nice break from reality for just a little while. And, but what helped you get through that? What drove you through that?
I'm going to give you two of them.
Okay.
Stubbornness. And
I love that already.
Because I said to myself, I am damned if this is how I go out. This is not how I'm going out. Okay. Or at least if I go out this way, I'm going to go down fighting.
Yep.
Like the pride, the healthy pride.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And the other thing is that I had spent so many years questioning how do I make spirituality practical? How do I make it something that I can live instead of just a good idea I can whip myself with?
Yeah.
Right. Because we can either go, oh, I'm supposed to be compassionate. I'm not as compassionate as I think I should be. And then we're just beating ourselves up. Or I go, where does spirituality live? And for me, it lives in the feminine. As far as what I teach, it lives in the feminine, because meditation is where you're allowing and receiving. That's feminine. And it's not just meditation. It's love. It's letting yourself do life from a gentler perspective towards yourself. Because like you said, 1% a day, that's really hard for this culture. That's hard for us. We've been trained not to do that.
Well, we're in this like a digital generation of one click, instant access, instant answer, and life doesn't work that way.
Although once you get with what I did for myself, I learned that it can shift. It's not, I'm not going to go from living under a bridge to owning a boat, but much more importantly, I'm going to permanently shift my emotional set point. And I'm no longer the person.
Oh, you're going to bring the victory bell for that.
Thank
you. People don't realize we have a set point in life, whether it's emotional, financial, spiritual, and you know, sometimes where your set point is set at, it's been programmed by your family, your culture, your money, your income, your
yourself,
system, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And now, unfortunately, you're being programmed by social media. Yes, that is a fact. That's not an opinion. The algorithms that are out there, psychologists are purposely designing them so that they can train the children of our generation to think a certain way based on what they show them. And that's why I think, honestly, there should be a ban on social media up until the age of 16. And just like a driver's license, you need to earn your right to show that you have the maturity to know what's real and what's not before you go on social media.
I love that.
Yeah.
Completely love that. Yes.
Well, that was my first TED Talk. I talked about loneliness in a social media society. Why is that? With social media, now we have 5,000 friends, but why there's so much more anxiety, stress, and you know, it's just because it sends a warped reality about what you think is a standard we're supposed to subscribe to. I mean, if my Thanksgiving dinner or my Christmas tree is not the same as the one on Instagram, that it shows a big 30-foot tree inside a mansion with 20 turkeys and and 50 fireworks shooting off in the back, I'm going to feel like I've let down my family. But but that's not the reality out there, is it? So
no.
All you need to do is be there.
It's based in emotion. It's all based when you get the feedback from yourself of this was worth my time, I'm feeling good, I feel uplifted, I feel lit, then you can have true faith in yourself.
Yeah.
Then honestly, it's amazing.
Yeah. It's funny. Funny story. Well, kind of funny story. 1 year I got food poisoning from Thanksgiving turkey, and I haven't eaten turkey for Thanksgiving since. And well, 2 weeks later, I went to the hospital for 12 days, so it was pretty bad. And so as a result, we've had everything from pizza to Indian food to Italian food, and I'm like, we still have fun because we're together as a family. So our Thanksgivings are now very non-traditional, but we love it, and it's so much fun. And I always say, like, listen, the Native Americans showed the Pilgrims how to be friends. That's great. Also, don't call them Indians; they're not from India. And so the Native Americans really did a great job of instituting this idea of compassion. Seeing someone less fortunate, or seeing someone hurting, and helping them. And you all have the power to do that. But sometimes to heal yourself, you go out and you help others. So, Lori, this has been a fascinating talk already. And I want to say, first of all, give a shout of the victory bell for you. And for those that are watching on the live, you thrive. And on the replay, you get to play again. Give us some thumbs up and give us some hearts and likes so that we know that you're getting value out of it. And leave some comments down below. What is your best takeaway right now? Now, Lori also has an amazing gift that she wants to give everybody. So I want to share that with you. And Lori, please tell us what they're going to get when they click on the link.
This is all about the steps that you can take on your own to begin to shift your emotional set point. And when you shift your emotional set points, because at any moment in your day, you might be at a different place within your emotional body. As you start to shift them, and you shift them with intention and concentration and enthusiasm, as much as you've got. Now, trust me, when I was depressed, I didn't have any enthusiasm, but my enthusiasm was, I need to get the heck out of this so I don't die. Okay. That can be enthusiasm too. But these are the steps that you can take to start to shift your emotional set points. And what happens when you do that, not only do you feel better, more equipped for your life, more like you are at one with yourself, but because emotions are energy, you are shifting what you're attracting, you're shifting what's coming to you, you're shifting what you can see. and you are
I love it. I
shifting
love it.
the place. You've just completely transformed yourself. And
Yeah.
so you can keep transforming yourself. This is a really good course. It only is about 53 minutes long, and you will have complete access to it. It is free.
Yep.
And it's all great. And so that's what the course is. And it's a I want to say it's a precursor, but honestly, it's sort of the advanced. It's the advanced beginner course for those of us who are like, I need to shift, and I need to shift now.
Right. I love it. I love it. So you get a victory belt for that. Make sure you click that link down below, and let's continue here. So give an example of a success story of someone that you've worked with that has gone through that transformation. Please tell us.
Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, there was an amazing woman. There is an amazing woman. And she was one of my teachers in an entrepreneurial course that went on for about 3 months.
Okay.
And so she would stand up in front of us every day. She happened to also be absolutely stunning. And she's confident and everything else. And we were walking out together from one of the classes one day, and she went, I think I might need your goodbye, good girl help. And I said, okay, what can I do for you?
Okay.
She said, well, when I was young, something happened that I did, and my preacher father really was so ashamed of me and brought me in front of the entire community, and I was shamed again. And she said, so I really don't, I want to do public speaking, but I'm terrified because I feel so ashamed.
Right. Ugh.
So I said, I can absolutely help you with that. And so she and I worked together one-on-one. It was supposed to be a 12-week course. She got so done in 6 weeks, because what I did and what I do with a lot of people is get them on their feet. We create a talk, and the talk is about a topic, whatever it is you want. It doesn't have to be a talk that you will use in the external world, not necessarily. But we create it from your experience so that it's a story.
Yeah.
Right. And you can use, of course, you should use story in anything that you're talking about. It just makes everything easier and more engaging. And so we got her up there, and I can sense when people are feeling awkward or getting hung up. And so I would stop her and I would say, okay, what are you feeling? And she'd say, that just feels wacky. I said, how would you say it to me just as a friend? She'd say it. And I go, can you say that in the talk? And she'd go, yes. And so we made it all the way through. And in 6 weeks, she had started doing public talks, and people were rushing her after the talk. And it was, she's off and running. She's been off and running for years now, which is
I love it. That's
fabulous.
fantastic. So we're going to switch gears in a moment here. So, but tell me, like, if someone had to pick one thing about you, like what do you want people to recall about you years later?
Oh, beautiful. I'm for them. They can feel that. I'm for them. I'm not pushing them. I really can see the beauty, the like energetic and 360-degree beauty within somebody. And that's what I'm focused on. And I want them to remember that they felt seen and absolute absence of judgment.
I love it. I love it. So let's shift gears and what I call this, the speed dating round, or the softer side of Sears. Get to know you as a person, because people don't join a business, they join a person, right? So in like 1 or 2 sentences, real quick, is there a movie or a book that's really inspired you to become who you are now?
Oh God, I love the movie The Abyss. And if you can get the director's
I love The Abyss.
go for it.
It is one of my favorites. Yes.
Awesome movie.
I love it. Great mix of sci-fi and romance. I mean, surprisingly. And I remember my girlfriend in college loved it too. And her mom loved it. And guess what? I got bonus points because I had bought it for Christmas. And me and my girlfriend were going to watch it. We ended up hanging out. And then her mom said, oh, you have The Abyss? Could I borrow it? I said, you know what? Merry Christmas. This is yours now. She's like, oh, I got some brownie points for that.
The depth of its message, and no pun intended, really, but the depth of its message.
It's a beautiful story, and it's a beautiful message. It really is. So what about how about a book? Has there been any book or a mentor that's inspired you to become who you are?
Oh God, mentor Roland Boyden back in school. He was an amazing man who started teaching at Harvard, and also and then ended up at my school, and also the Lyman Chronicles, Lymond Chronicles, 6-book series.
Lyman Chronicles. What is that about?
It's historical fiction,
Okay.
and our hero, Francis Crawford of Lyman, goes
Right.
through so much, personal disaster and growth and
Ah,
leadership, and it really is an insight. The woman who wrote it she's like the Shakespeare of our times. No
wow,
kidding.
that's brilliant. I love it.
Seriously, you've got to go read it.
Okay. What about favorite movie? No, favorite music. What
Favorite music?
what's kind of like your jam?
Jazz.
Jazz?
I sang jazz at wine bars in California when I lived out there.
No
So
way.
yeah,
Oh, we're gonna have a more conversations later. I got into jazz more recently, so
it's
I'm trying
awesome.
to understand like the Thelonious Monk and some of the other ones, and I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
there's just I feel like if music is math, jazz is calculus, and jazz is sort of like
Huh.
it's like a differential equations. You're really taking the advanced version of music and trying it in different ways, different forms, different. You're expanding and shrinking it. You're allowing it to grow on the fly. And so I find that
Yeah.
jazz is fascinating that way.
Yeah. And my parents were classical musicians, and I think that jazz is the natural extension of classical music.
Oh yeah, I agree because I think that classical is like once you're in a fixed point in life, yes, that's classical, that's done, and it's good, it's sweet, it's pretty, and people still
Gorgeous.
like it. Yeah, and there's
Gorgeous.
nothing wrong with that. And jazz is the extension of that. In that, music evolves,
Yeah.
movies evolve, books evolve. I mean, people's tastes have evolved. Social media
Yeah.
evolved. We all do. The
Yep.
only thing constant in life is change, death, and taxes. So I'll say three things, right?
And spirit.
Three things, and spirit. Great. What about what is your favorite food? I always love this question.
Lobster with drawn butter. Sorry, lobsters. I'm sorry.
Wow. Lobster drawn butter. Okay. That sounds good. Hello, Red Lobster. Yeah, listen, like I need a pallet of lobsters in the green room stat. Okay, that was my totally real call.
Hmm.
And
Sure.
I also have Gordon Ramsay on speed dial. He's going to be like visiting you, making sure you get like their lobster bisque, etc. He's going to
Nice.
prepare some great things for you. So
Nice.
so before we switch gears, I just want to ask you real fast. Is there a quote that you want to share with everybody that think can inspire the audience out there?
There's nothing you can't be, do, or have.
I love it. I love it.
That's
There's
from Abraham Hicks, and I have spent years learning and experiencing, deepening my experience of the truth of that. So it's not something that you go, okay, I'm on it, like I've got it. But it's words to live by. Challenge yourself. There's nothing you can't be, do, or have.
That's beautiful. There's nothing you can't be, do, or have. Abraham Hicks, and I misspelled have, so that's okay.
Well,
I'm working.
maybe that's
I'm working in
the
real time here. It's okay. Okay, for anybody that wants to cite my spelling, go ahead, have at it. Um, all right. So thank you so much. We're going to send you to the green room with all that food, and we will
thank you.
bring you right back. All right. So,
Okay.
folks, we are going to go through our 60-second mind shift, and here we go.
When you throw a rock into a lake, what happens? No, there's a splash. You make an impact, and then you get waves. And then you don't know where those waves are going. Those waves are going past around the reeds, and you don't know where that impact is. So all of you out there, when you're on stage, you don't know where your impact is going to end. It's never going to end.
Hey, folks. So today, Lori talked about how we can change every day by doing small changes. Now, I've heard of that as a Kaizen technique. I've heard about that and like other things through my Six Sigma training or through my project management certifications. And, truly what it comes down to is this: 1% change a day consistently is what will win the day. Now, imagine this. Say, for example, you do 1% a day. At the end of the year, that's over 365% increase from where you were a year ago. So people focus too much on the finish line, the achievement, instead of the process. So in the martial arts, we talk about you need to be physically fit. I feel stronger now than I did 10 years ago. I'm stronger, faster, smarter, for sure. And I'm even better looking than I was 10 years ago. Why? Because I know it. I feel it. And if you want to be able to do, say, 10 push-ups, that's great. But then you'll stop at 10 once you reach that goal. So the problem is not reaching the goal. The problem is it's not a system of continual advancement. So here's what I'd say. In my coaching clients, I talk about continual focus on the process and the achievement. So what you're going to think about is like when you have icing and cake. Who wants cake? Yes. Who wants only icing? No, because that's the way I see the achievement is that it's going to be all icing, which is great, but you still need the cake underneath it. Otherwise, it doesn't make it good, right? It's not going to fulfill you. So instead of that, what if I were to say, listen, I'm going to start at 1 push-up this week. I'll do it a couple times a week. Next week, I'll do 2 push-ups. Next week, I'll do 3. What I'm doing is I'm not only reaching a goal of 10 push-ups or 20 or 30. I am having a continual growth system that serves me. Something that is an easy win, something that's easy to do. Now, Jim Rohn says something that's easy to do, it's also easy not to do. So it's up to you to take the easy win and stay consistent. That is one of the hardest parts. Read a great book that I've read. It's called Atomic Habits that will help you with your habit stacking for time, placement, and continuation of different stacked habits. All of a sudden, you start changing your habits. It doesn't take 21 days to make or break. It takes minimum 21 days. Actually takes over 60 days. So ideally about 67 days. So if you read the if you read the literature and find out the truth like I do all the time, that is the true result of those habit breaking studies. So it's going to take you a little bit over 2 months to really ingrain those habits, because once you do, that 1% a day is a win for life. So let's bring back Lori, find out how she liked the food. So Lori, how was the food? And
that was great. I've got butter all over my face. Yeah, it was fabulous. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right. So what do you think about our 60-second mind shift, and what would you add to it?
It's absolutely perfect. It's absolutely, what I would add to it is that it's feminine. We've got to start looking at redefining what feminine is, because feminine is where the power is. Mm-hmm. Feminine is what gives the impetus to the masculine, to the divine masculine, to say, let me go in the right direction. Let me go with inspired action. So, right? I like that. Inspiration, and then the action comes. And that's what we need to go from now. So that's what I would add. And also, you were talking about being good looking. Joni Mitchell wrote a song back in the day called Happiness is the Best Facelift.
Oh, I like that. That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Very nice. All right, folks. So listen, we're at the end of our time. There is Lori's gift down below. Please click on it. Make sure that you advance your life and help support our channel. Make sure you give us a like and a subscribe and share with us, because we want to impact the world one mind shift at a time. So, Lori, last question for you. If someone were to give you a blank check, what is your grand vision to change the world?
Ooh, blank check. Okay, here's what I would do. I would purchase a bunch of land that is also by water, preferably by an ocean. And I would build tiny homes, and I would invite women to come live there for a year and to live their lives, find work to do, and then we're going to come together as a community. We would grow together. We would grow in our feminine powers. Right. And we would learn how to do that in the world, so that women would become the way shows for how powerful feminine is.
I love it. I love it.
The rest of it.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Lori, you're going to ring the victory bell for being such an amazing guest. And for everyone out there, thank you for being here and sharing your time with us. We appreciate all of you. I'm Coach Raja. And as always, don't fake it till you make it. Believe it and become it. And we'll see everybody on the next show. Bye-bye. All right. So, quick 3 questions for you, then we are out of here. What was your favorite part about being on the show today?
two favorite parts. I love your format. Absolutely love your format. Oh, I am going to so copy that. I'm just saying that's fantastic.
That's okay.
Second of all, I love that this is just authentic and focused. Like you really helped me get my message out there, and that's unusual.
Yeah, thank you. And so, what was your biggest takeaway from any part of my training today?
That actually it was confirmation that I'm on the right path. You know, my biggest takeaway is your energy, to be honest, because I'm like, there's such a sense of focus and certainty in what you're doing that I can feel my nervous system aligning with that. And I'm very grateful.
Oh, thank you so much. And I love what I do. This is just fun. And I remember when I first started this show, I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll figure it out along the way. I built the plane as I fly it, and it worked. So, and just last question, scale 1 to 10, how much would you recommend me to somebody else's show?
Oh God, I recommend you to everybody I know. Yeah.
Excellent. I love it. I love it. All right. Podcast crew knows what to do from here. We are officially out of here. This free gift also down below for you. If you want a fast action mind shift, there it is. All right, folks. See you later.